To another Inspirational Entrepreneur Spotlight interview. Hi, I'm Virginia Parsons, your host, and it is my passion to shine the spotlight on business owners' expertise. Now, today I'm continuing a series of interviews with a group of co-authors from a powerful new book called Teach Your Expertise, which has just been released on Amazon. The authors will be sharing their stories and how they discovered the power of teaching what they know by creating an online course. And today's special guest is Jeanne Lyons, the founder of Accelerated Synergies. Since 2004, Jeanne has been coaching successful professional women to leave the burnout, frustration, and Groundhog Day reality behind and find their career with meaning and purpose. She is an Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and coach. And she is the creator of the online program, Burnout to Bliss. Welcome, Jeanne.
Thanks, Virginia. So good to be with you.
I always love talking to entrepreneurs who are inspiring and uplifting, and I know that your story is one of those types of stories because your background is in corporate, and yet you've now gone off. Instead of working in the corporate field, you are helping other people find their dream careers. So I'd love it if you would just share with us a little bit about your background, some of the challenges that you had, and how that sort of transformed you into doing the business that you're doing today.
Sure, Virginia. And you know what I love? I love that you started out saying it's your passion. And I've been so lucky that I have been able to meld or marry my purpose and my passion together. And that's something that I love to help people do in my coaching practice and with my program.
Yeah, I get it. And passion to me is what drives a business. Really, if you don't have it, because especially when you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, if you don't have the passion, it's really hard to do everything that's required of people who work for themselves. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I do agree. And usually what I do though is I tell my clients first to find their purpose and then see how it goes together with passion, because passion's a feeling. And so you so beautifully convey your feeling about your business and what you do. And I would love to help people have not just the purpose, but the passion to be able to move forward.
Yeah, and we want that for everyone as well. So, let people know how you came about working your business this way compared to the really high pressure life that you used to live.
Oh gosh, yes. You know, it, and when your audience gets a copy of the book, they'll realize that, you can sometimes feel that you have your dream career and it's everything you imagined it to be. And then wham, you just like get hit on the side of the head and you find out, oh, this isn't my dream at all. So I was in corporate and I was traveling all over the world and then realized that, the clients aren't always fun to travel with. Probably most often they're not fun to travel with. And then got a new boss, a new VP. So my very supportive VP that I had reported to was let go. And then the new fellow sort of wanted to sweep everything clean and bring his own people in. And, that's understandable. So here I was at loose ends, and I had that career, that job that I thought defined me and was my identity. And all of a sudden it was yanked away. So I was very lucky that I could take the time to really decide what I wanted to do and allow myself the introspection to find out what my purpose really was. And so that's how come I changed, and I did a 180, Virginia. I was, the corporate scientific, A, B, C, D equals E, F, G. And then, wow, I had this epiphany. And it was when my fiance died 2 weeks after I got back from a whirlwind European trip.
Oh my gosh.
And yes, it was awful. And so I was allowed that time, and thank goodness for that, because all of a sudden my identity had totally changed. I was no longer a worldwide program director, and I was no longer a betrothed.
Wow. It's like everything at once. Uh, Groundhog Day went away in a hurry, didn't it? Oh my goodness.
It sure did. It sure
Oh
did.
gosh. So you really had to redefine yourself, as you said, and really find your purpose, because I think that's so true of so many people in career, in the workforce. They find the job, they think it's their dream job, or they think it's close, and they think they're in the process of moving up the ladder, so to speak. And then suddenly, like, something like this comes along, and they realize, "Oh, what am I doing? Is this really where I want to be, spending all these hours and so much energy, so many days of the year?" So people have to, kind of back off and rethink, like you did. And so as a result, you now have had your own business since 2004. And I know you didn't originally start out with producing an online course, did you? How did that evolve?
Well, one of the things about being in corporate and having that background is I wanted to be able to leverage. And instead of just seeing my clients one-on-one, which is how I started out, I wanted to be able to make a bigger impact more quickly. And that's how I came to the name of my business, Accelerated Synergies, because when you work with somebody, you can accelerate the process. And I really wanted people to not have to have such a devastating experience as I did, so that they could be prepared and go into it without having to have heartache.
Oh, I totally get it. And you know how much I believe in leveraging, and leveraging your time is one of the most important things that you can do. And that's really what frees you up, actually, to give more of yourself and to be of even greater service. That's my belief in it. So, what is it about your program? What would you say is the promise of the program that you decided to create to leverage yourself? What can people expect to accomplish, or how can they expect their lives to transform with your program?
Well, from what I see with a lot of my clients is they just feel stuck, and they're stuck and don't see a way out. And so I love to help the people be able to see the possibilities that are before them. And that's the promise of my program, is being able to see what's possible. Because when we sit inside of our own bubble of problems, we can't see outside that. And it takes someone to help break through that barrier. And that's what I love to do. And I love seeing the look and the ahas without having to get hit alongside the head and go through an experience that's negative. I want them to be proactive, and that's why this program is so helpful, because it's something they can start now and be able to be prepared no matter what happens. And especially in difficult times, I was a Girl Scout. It's always best to be prepared.
Yeah, and you are so right. There's no time better than now to be proactive, as you said, because you never know when something is going to come along and whack you along the side of the head and set you on a whole new trajectory that you weren't anticipating. But if you're prepared and you are aware of what all the possibilities could be for you, it's got to take the stress level way down for people, because they can just say, hey, if this doesn't work out, I've got plan B, plan C, etc., and I know I'm going to be okay. Is that what they feel like when they're taking care of themselves as they do your course?
Yes, exactly. And I used to house professional ballet dancers, and they're young men, and they would come, and one of the first questions I always ask them is, what is your plan B? Because with injuries and everything that comes up, and especially right now, my goodness, the performing arts are devastated at this point, and it's always good to have something in your back pocket.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you're right, performing arts, my God, that along with sports and anyone who's doing some kind of performing, it's dependent on people to be there to watch. Boy, have things shifted. So yeah, what a great reason to be prepared and have an alternative. So when you decided to go into creating a program in order to leverage your business, were there any challenges that you experienced that you think our viewers would be interested in?
Oh yes. And I fought it initially. And then what I realized was I don't have all the expertise. And as a coach, I needed a coach. And someone once told me, don't ever hire a coach who doesn't have a coach. So I went out to find one, and this was the recommendation. And I thought, oh, okay, I've gotten advice before and ignored it, and decided that, what, I invested in this, and I'm going to follow through on it. So before I joined this coaching program, I decided that, yes, I was indeed going to take the advice, because Alina is an expert. So I sat back. Well, I didn't sit back. I worked my butt off to get this program off the ground. And oh my goodness, the aha moment I had didn't come right away. It took, maybe almost a year before I realized the impact that this program had on my entire business.
A year.
Yeah. Well, some people are quick learners and some aren't so quick. I saw that it had value, definitely. And I was really proud of myself. It's a great accomplishment to have. And I think what the real impact is how I could use it to structure my entire coaching program. So I, for instance, will have someone who wants a VIP day with me to take the program, the online program, and that way they get up to speed. It saves them time and saves me time, and it saves everybody money.
Yeah, that's a great point right there. Saving time and money is what everyone's looking for. So to realize that you can add that as a component of the overall value that you provide, the overall set of services that you provide, I think is really important. There are so many coaches out there that have been hesitant to put together a good quality online program that can start to do some of the work for them. And then, as you say, you can move them into your higher end coaching programs because they've done the foundational work, because you've created a program.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. So in the book, in your chapter in the book, and let's see, it is titled again, An Ocean of Tears to Living My Dream. Can you give people some, maybe one little tip that you included in the chapter, just to give them a juicy little, go ahead and read Jeanne's chapter kind of tip?
Right. Well, there's a big movement now. Well, and I don't know how new it is, that's been around in the Japanese culture for quite a while, called Ikigai. And what I walk the readers through in my chapter is a simplistic version of Ikigai that helps them find purpose and meaning with their life, because that's what Ikigai is. And so I take them through a Venn diagram exercise of how to find, what they're good at, what their passions are, what they can get paid for. And in the sweet spot then is the Ikigai.
I love the term Ikigai. It's catchy. So great. So now you also, with this chapter, are including a free gift. Let me just bring it up so people can see it and know what to look forward to. The ABCs of Making a Confident Career Change. Jeanne, tell them what this is all about.
Oh my gosh. This is, I hate to say this, but I hesitated to give this as a free gift because it's really valuable. And it goes quite a ways in parallel with my program. And it's 26 topics with exercises. And I'm also including the videos that accompany it, so that when, for instance, N is for networking, when they get to the N word, there's an exercise there that helps them with networking tips, and also a video that they can see. So we go A to Z with career change tips to simplify it, to make it step by step.
Yeah, that really is powerful. You guys, you need to pick up this book with just for Jeanne's information. If you're trying to figure out where you're going in your life and your career, and you want to do it with passion and purpose, Jeanne's got a great chapter in there, and then this gift to go along with it. Oh my gosh, definitely you need to take advantage of that. Jeanne, let's just talk just a bit about the book itself and tell them a little bit why you think people should be picking this book up beyond what you've already shared.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be the best 99 cents that anybody ever spent, because just for the sheer entertainment value of everybody's stories. These authors are so talented, and they have such interesting life stories, and have made major career changes also. And they come from different approaches to their expertise. So one of the things that I believe in is finding success and modeling it. And that's one of the reasons I joined Alina's program, is because she's absolutely a success, and I wanted to model that. So with 20 authors in the book, there is so much that can be modeled, and the stories are heartwarming, and I think that anybody would be crazy not to get it.
How can you not get this book? It's 99 cents. It's available now on Amazon. All you have to do is go and check it out. It's called Teach Your Expertise, and it is authored by Alina Vincent, which Jeanne was referencing her, and then 20 other of her students who basically have been following her advice on the importance of creating an online program to really put your business into a whole nother trajectory, so that you can do what Jeanne was talking about, is leverage yourself and also help prepare people more quickly and efficiently for deeper work and deeper transformation. So Jeanne, I want to thank you so much for being here and sharing your expertise with everyone. I know it's been an inspiration. You are always an inspiration for me to talk to, and I want to thank you once again. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with people today?
Buy the book.
You heard it straight from the career coach. Buy the book if you want your career to move to a next level. Thank you so much, Jeanne, and all of you. Thank you for taking the time to be here today, and we'll see you on the next Inspirational Entrepreneurs Spotlight interview. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye, Virginia.